You can, of course, go to economist.com.na for previous talks on Econo Chat Let's Talk Business with Mr. Daniel Steinman, and later on I will also tell you where you can get hold of us on the YouTube channel. But for now, before we went on a break, Mr. Daniel Steinman did leave us with a question, and the question was what relationship does Namibia have with the IMF?
Okay, Elzeby, first of all, we are a member. One of the 195 or 196 member countries. We are not a funding member. That is the honor of the G7. So the money for the IMF comes mostly, let's speak in banking terms, and it's a bit technical, so I will try not to make it too complicated.
Okay.
But just like with a bank, let's view the IMF as a financial institution. It belongs to its shareholders. Its shareholders are the 196 countries that are members. But it is capitalized by only a few countries. So this is what we would call wholesale funding. So the actual money, the capitalization, comes from at most about 10, 12 countries, and 90%, the bulk of it comes from 5 or 6 countries. And it's very easy to figure that out. It's the United States, it's England, Germany, France, China, and I think that's about it. It's only really I don't even think Australia is but I'm under correction here, but I don't think Australia is a funding member. So what you can see is that a very small group of companies provides the capital for the IMF to function like a lender in last resort. Now this is a very important concept because it's like the Bank of Namibia. The Bank of Namibia is supposed to provide unlimited liquidity to any financial institution in Namibia if it is necessary. So the capital that the bank operates on comes from the account holders. Your salary and my salary that goes into the bank account, that provides the capital. But that capital must be employed, or deploy, I think is the word. It must work. You have to go do something with the money. Can't just sit there. And this is the same with the IMF. So they actually have their own currency. It's called the SDR, Special Drawing Right. Very interesting. As far as I could establish, we have only used an IMF facility once since 1992 when we became a member of the IMF. And it means that we are basically the good boy key in the stable. We have never be so bad that we needed Big Papa to come and rescue us. And that when we used the IMF was on the 31st of March 2021. So you can see it's a day before the last month of the fiscal year, the government's financial year. You remember I've explained that? Because remember the government financial year starts, the fiscal year starts on the 1st of April. And that's no joke. So on the 31st of March 2021, we took up a facility with the IMF of 191 million SDR, special drawing rights, which is the IMF currency, and that is equal to about 270 million US dollar. So it's a big chunk of money.
It is.
And why we took up that facility was because in 2020, in April 2020, with a new budget, we were in the beginning of COVID. And everything was shutting down. And the government had to make certain commitments. There was no way around it. I mean, at that stage, we estimated about 11% of total government expenditure for that 2020 year will go into some form of support for COVID-related calamities. But you can imagine, at the beginning of COVID, we had no idea how long it will last, what it will cost, how severe or how drastic the support,
Yes.
the financial support would turn out to be. So now you can see COVID started in March 2020, and a year later, in March 2021, we got this 270 million US dollars from the IMF, and that was a type of a structured loan, in the sense that part of it is a soft loan, or almost like donor money, and a part of it is a concessional loan, meaning they give you the money and you have to unlend it. You have to deploy it in Namibia for customers who are in need of funding.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why we got such a huge amount from them. But that's the only time. So in the meantime, we have to be reassessed every year, like a naughty schoolboy. But we've only used them once, and when we come back, I'm going to go into the IMF. I've spoken now about the IMF's relationship with us, Namibia, but I want to look at their relationship with the bad boys in the class, like Argentina and Mexico and Turkey and the likes.
Yeah. Okay, let's do that. We'll be back after this short break.